Hey ESP fans of Australia, my name is Ken Susi from the band Unearth, and these are my two Ken Susi Signature Series guitars, the KSM6 and the KSM7. Go to your local dealer right now to find out more about ESP and LTD guitars in your area. Thanks.
Hey all you ESP fans down under in Australia, Ted from Death Angel here, telling you to go to your local ESP dealer and try out a LTD TED600T, which I have here, or any ESP LTD models they have. The best guitars built for any genre of music, especially metal.
Sammy Dewey from Go To War here, and I'd like to send a shout out to all the ESP fans in Australia. Reason I play ESP and LTD guitars is simply because they're the best instruments on the planet. So if you haven't checked out an ESP or LTD guitar or bass, I highly suggest you check them out.
Hello everybody, welcome to the second ESP Australia live stream event where we highlight some new models from the LTD 2021 lineup. I want to first introduce my friends in the room, so you'll hear some noises and you'll hear some voices and whatnot, so I'm not alone. Tommy, we've got Tommy in audio, we've got Steve monitoring all the comments.
Hey guys, how are you?
There you go, wasn't God. And we've got Michael also doing some monitoring as well for video and whatnot. So you will hear voices. We are monitoring comments from all different platforms. So we are here on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram as well. So hello everyone, and be sure to leave your comments or leave your questions on the Facebook page so we can get down to them and say hello. Yeah, so really what we're doing here, like the first one, we obviously weren't able to come out and see you guys in stores. What we would generally do is have ESP on tour in the shop and show off a bunch of guitars and let you guys have a play and muck around. Obviously, we can't do that at this stage, so we've decided to go on a little more digital and show you some models here. So before I go ahead, I've got some housekeeping to do because we do have some things to tell you. We've got a giveaway with our friends, our media partner of this event, Noisegate. So something should pop up on the screen very soon, letting you know that you can win a LTD 2021 model guitar of your choice. So all you have to do is enter through noisegate.com.au. There will be a entry form there for you to fill out, and then we'll pick out a name out of a hat. Steve's gonna print out all the names, cut them up, put them in a hat, and he's gonna do it himself. It's gonna be a great time. So you'll be able to win a guitar from your choice from the 2021 lineup. And which is a pretty exciting thing for us to offer. So we're very grateful to team up with our friends at Noisegate, not only helping us host this event, but also facilitating the competition as well. Second up, we've also got, for those who purchase a 2021 model, we're gonna give away a merch pack. So again, something will pop up on the screen. We're gonna give away a merch pack, which is a t-shirt, a tuner, thanks to our friends at Korg, and also some picks and whatever I can find in my bottom drawer in my desk. So that's very exciting. And also a way to enter to that competition is through the ESP Australia website, which is a brand new launch website hosted by ourselves, where we'll be highlighting new models, new events, giveaways, all localized content around ESP guitars, which is very exciting. So head to espguitars.com.au. You'll be able to get all your info there, and then you'll be able to redeem your merch pack for those who have purchased a guitar. Again, this is a very open forum. This is very casual, excluding the shirt that I'm wearing, but feel free to leave your questions in the comments. We'll get to them as this sort of event goes along. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models and maybe a couple more one-off pieces like I did in the first one to show off, which is quite exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and show off the first guitar here, which is the EC-1000. I think I've spoken enough, so I'm going to have a quick play first, and then we'll talk about the guitar. Cool. So what I've got here is the LTD EC-1000 in gold Andromeda. So I've got my little shot for camera 2 here that hopefully will highlight the color shift within the body and also the back of the body and the neck as well, which is very cool. It's a lot like the H1001 that we covered in the first drop. So you'll see a gold sort of purpley red, whatever you can see there. But the EC-1000 features a mahogany body with a mahogany neck, and we've also got an ebony fingerboard as well. I've got the Fishman Fluence modern pickups in here, so a very modern, high gain, active pickup with also the voice switch as well, so I can have this to be a little more passive, a little more rounded sound, which is great. It's a great, just versatile sounds that you can get from this guitar alone. So again, locking tuners, so all the 1000 series have their locking tuners. This series is for your gigging studio type guitarist, really high spec LTD range here. I also should mention a lot of these models in the new 1000 series, actually all the models, have stainless steel frets as well. So quite the buzz for stainless steel frets. Well, no buzz, actually. You want out of no frets, or out of your frets. Hey. Which is very exciting. So it's a very cool, like this is obviously a very cool guitar. You know, you can see the color shift, and it'll be a lot of fun on stage and you know, in the studio as well. So I think I'm gonna have a quick play again, just doing some chordy stuff with the voice too. Hopefully you'll be able to hear with the amount of gain that I've got, you'll be able to hear the difference within sort of that passive and active sound. Cool, so obviously it's a very fun guitar to play. Love it.
Hey Timmy, we've got Dylan from Guitar Factory and Ollie from Sound Center Online. We've also got Belfield Music on Instagram also joining us.
Belfield, Sound Center, Guitar Factory.
Absolutely.
Hello friends, I know you'll have some comments teasing me at some point, but very happy to have you here, and thank you for all your support as well. If there's no further ado, I'm going to go to the next guitar, if that made any sense.
Let's do it. We got one comment from Ollie Royer who says, how is it possible to be that talented and good looking?
Don't know, you'd have to ask yourself. I'm not sure, Ollie. Alright, I'm going to unplug here, and we're going to go to guitar number 2.
We've actually got a question from Davey here on Facebook. Will the EC-1000 clean up well from that dirty sound as well?
Yeah, I don't have a clean sort of tone on hand because I'm just a little sort of metal rat, as we probably most of us are, but the Fishman Fluence, even like the EMGs, anything passive or active these days have a generally quite rounded, versatile and glassy clean tone as well. So with those Fishman Fluence, you won't have a problem getting a nice clean tone, especially through the voice too with that passive voice as well. You'll have a great time finding different sounds for sure. This one will be probably a little different because, as you can see, I don't have a neck pickup. But this is the new Phoenix Arctic Metal. I was going to say black metal, but this is actually the model or the line contrasting the black metal series that is in the existing lineup. So new for 2021 is the Arctic Metal. We've got this satin snow white finish, a very stripped down version of this guitar in terms of its specs. I've got one EMG 81 pickup in the bridge. I've got a Tone Pros locking bridge and tailpiece. I've also got glow in the dark side dots, and then we've got locking tuners as well. What have I got? Mahogany body, mahogany neck, and an ebony fingerboard, and this is a neck through construction. So you're going to notice maybe in comparison to that EC-1000, that this is a lot more of a rounded guitar, just a huge body, a lot of resonance, not only physically, as it probably looks way too big on someone like me, but in tone as well. It's dramatically different to something like what we've got in the EC-1000. So I'm going to have a quick play. I think don't think I've missed any specs here, but again, feel free to leave your comments and questions, and we'll get to them. Cool. Again, probably one of my favorites just because of the amount of resonance you get out of the body. The EMG 81 complements that quite well because you get a lot of attack out of the active pickup, so it's a very classic sort of metal combo. You're not mucking around with different controls or layouts or whatnot. If you're just looking for something to go, you know, straight in an amp or into your pedal board and go at 10, this is the one for you for sure. Very cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue on. I think what I might do now that I've spoken and played and spoken before, I want to just mention a couple giveaways again, just in case for those who missed out the first time. So we've got a giveaway with our friends at Noisegate, who is also the media partner of this live stream event. We're going to be giving away a LTD 2021 model of your choice. So go to the Noisegate website where you'll be able to fill in the form. And then once, or if your name is picked out of the hat, that Steve will do all by himself, we'll pick the winner, and then you can pick a guitar out of the lineup. So now obviously it's an LTD guitar, so you know we can't give you an ESP, but we don't have them to give away either, so it's all good. Also, we want to do a merch giveaway pack as well. So for those who have purchased a 2021 guitar, we're going to give away a merch pack, which includes a t-shirt, a tuner from Korg, and also some picks and whatnot, whatever we can find here. So we're very grateful to be able to do that through our brand new website, which is espguitars.com.au. A new website that we have just launched, which will highlight a bunch of new models that come into the country. We're also going to highlight future store events and giveaways as well. So we're very excited to be able to do that. And I think that covers it all. I think I'm going to go back to playing guitar, which is something I like to do. Now, this guy here is an exciting one, personally at least, because this was probably one of my first models that I got when starting to play LTD or ESP guitars. So this is the Black Metal EX. So obviously this classic sort of Explorer shape with some modern points. Oh, actually modern points. I didn't mean that. But we've got the stripped down Black Metal series, again contrasting the Arctic Metal series. So an AMG, single AMG in the bridge, Tone Pros bridge. I've got a mahogany body, a maple neck, and an ebony fingerboard. And then we've also got some glow in the dark side dots. I'm gonna get that right by the end of it, boys. All right. Glow in the dark side dots on these guys as well. So locking tuners. So the Black Metal series and the Arctic series is comparable to the 1000 series. Again, stainless steel frets, so they'll last a lot longer. If you're a hard hitter and you've got heavy strings, that'll do you some good for those who are playing, recording in a studio or playing live on stage as well. All right, I'm going to play. Cool. So obviously a straight up metal machine. Black satin finish, single pickup, glow in the... Oh, I'll get that right. Glow in the... Side dots that glow in the dark. And then the bridge as well, the Tone Pros bridge. So very cool, very high spec guitar.
Hey Terry, just got a quick question, and I suppose you could answer it for this guitar also, but just on the Phoenix you just played, can you split that EMG pickup?
Oh, you know, it's great that you mentioned that because I thought of that as I was demoing it, and you can. So I'll go back to it real quickly and
We got
see.
Jojo on YouTube asking that question.
Jojo,
Thanks,
my man, thank you. Yeah, let's. So you can split this one as well. So if I've got some. We don't have a clean sound ready to go, so it might be, you know, forgive us if it sounds a little off. So that's with. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah, cool. Humbucker. Split. It's a considerable difference. We're obviously splitting the pickup so you get that single coil sound, so you'll be able to clean it up quite well. Not only that it's an EMG, but because you've got the single coil as well. Very cool. All right, I think I'm going to move on to the next guitar. Whilst we're on, I guess while we're on black metal and Arctic metal and all sorts, I'm not going to play this, but I do want to show you because I'm not a bass player. We have someone in the building who's a bass player who won't show us right now, but no, it's fine. This here is the Black Metal M4. So we're going to be highlighting this bass on Noise Gate with some separate videos, a bit of a playthrough, obviously with some metal riffs, which is pretty exciting. So M body, which you don't usually see on a bass. But it's that flat top sort of super strat shape, Goto bridge, single EMG, single volume, and all the usual appointments that you'll see. So stainless steel frets as well. I don't know if I can show you, sorry, I'm looking at myself here, but just that like four in line headstock is pretty sick with the raised logo as well. So very cool. For those looking for the bare bones stuff, like me, this is what you want.
I can back that up. That's a solid bass, and we'll do some videos in the coming week for sure.
The guy talking is the guy who's the great bass player who is a little camera shy at the moment. But
yeah, I'm camera shy, but we'll get something done soon.
We'll get something done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a guitar that probably is the most popular or the most sought after 2021 model. This is the ESP LTD KH-3 Spider. I'm going to have a bit of a play before I talk, just because I want to. We good, Tommy? Yeah. Cool. All right, so this here is the KH3 Spider, which is a reissue or maybe an anniversary model with some modern appointments. So this was originally released out in 1991. Sort of Kirk's specs on the KH2, so that classic sort of super strat shape that he's had for a little while, but put into sort of this single cut flat top body, which is, you know, a bit of a difference. Some of the differences between this from 91, the differences between this and the one from 91 is a neck through body. So obviously the one back in the 90s was a bolt-on. You know, tone is different, a bit snappier on the bolt-on, but this one sort of is a bit more resonant, kind of something I would prefer personally, but a very cool modern take on the classic. I've also got scallop frets. You won't really be able to see on the shot here, but from fret 17 to onwards, slight scallop, so you're easily bending. You know, we could all do with a bit of help on that end. So why not have some scallop frets, which is nice. We've got the Floyd Rose bridge, we've got the Kirk Hammett bone breaker pickups which I found maybe a little thicker than a usual 81, so it's a bit more chunk, a bit more body, but it still retains that sort of classic attack from the 81 or a 60 or an 85 or whatever EMG you're using. And we've also got the classic cosmetic appointment, so the Spider graphic, I've got skull and crossbone inlays from 12th and above, and before that I've got the Spider inlays as well. Again, sorry if that's not looking right, but that's a very different take on the headstocks you usually see on ESP guitars, which is just a cool take. I personally really enjoy it. I think of when Metallica played Moscow in '91, and there's the shot of them playing in front of like 1 million people. This is the guitar I think Kirk played during like Harvester of Sorrow or something like that. So a very cool, to be holding it just seems like I'm back in the 90s. I was not born in the 90s, but no, I was born in 91. There we go. I wasn't born at the time that the thing I'm talking about was, was there, so. Very fun guitar to play. Cool, Stevie.
Timmy, we've got Modern Musician on Instagram asking if that guitar comes with corpse paint.
Comes with corpse paint?
Correct.
This one here, are we talking about this one or maybe a black metal?
I feel like it was probably the Arctic or the black metal.
Either way, friends at Modern Musician, hello, thank you for joining. Corpse paint will come with any guitar you want. I'll personally come over to Tassie and paint your face.
Fly over to Tassie, yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got Boris here from Cosmic as well.
Hey, Boris.
Hey, Boris. What's up?
How you doing? Actually, I probably should mention we have an array of... Now, Steve, I don't know if you can get this slide up because I'm going rogue here, but I do want to mention and thank all of our ESP dealers or partners within the country. We've got quite a lot there that I'm not going to rattle off, but I love you all very much and equally. And I really want to thank you for helping us co-host these events online and supporting the brand the way you do in-store and online. So thank you very much. If you're looking for a guitar, any of these guitars or on the previous live stream that you were interested in, please hit them up, and it would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you all for your support.
Just
Yes.
a couple of questions, Timmy, which we could probably answer in the kind of same way. We've got Theo asking about how it's so hard to get an E2 Horizon 3 at the moment. And then we've got another guy here, Aaron, asking about when we'll get some Phoenix cases in. But I feel like that's maybe the same conversation in regards to timelines, etc. at the moment.
Sure. Look, we'll be able to get both of those things for you, providing you've got your order in with a dealer and we've got it set in place. The obvious things that are going on in the world do add some lengthy delays. The E2, for example, they're very busy, and we just get added to, I guess, the queue of production. So E2 guitars are all built to order. It's not so much that our friends in Japan have stock ready to go. It's more that once you place your order, they'll build it and then it gets sent out. It's generally 4 to 6 months, depending on how busy we're going. Parts companies are obviously they're a smaller operation, so there might be some delays there as well. But it doesn't mean we can't get them. It doesn't mean we don't have things in the pipeline for them to come on the way. So feel free to stay in contact with dealers, especially with the case as well. We can get anything. It's just a matter of getting them on order and unfortunately waiting a little longer than we usually would.
And just securing those back orders also as well.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, if you're looking for something, my only advice is not to wait. Just go and ask for it, because we can only get as much as we can, unfortunately. But we've got plenty stock, which is good. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead. I have a couple guitars here that aren't in the shot that I would like to show off to you guys. So first of all, I want to thank you all for checking out LTD 2021. I've got a few models here. If you want to hear something again, if you came late and want to chuck something in some comments, I'm happy to spend a bit more time playing through it and trying to get a decent idea for you. What I've got next for you is a couple of pieces from ESP Japan Custom Shop and also ESP USA. Which one should I go first? Anyone got any takers in the room here?
Right-hand side.
Right-hand side. That's ESP Custom Shop.
Let's go custom shop.
Let's go Custom Shop. All right. All right, so this one here, I'm going to put this lead down because I'm not going to play it. Because if I scratch it, I buy it. And I don't want to do that just yet. But this one here is ESP Custom Shop. So this is a spot model built in Tokyo, Japan. All ESP Custom Shops are handmade by a very, very small team. This particular one here is a snapper with a spalted maple top. And I've also got this pink sort of stain that has been hand done in parts of the body. I don't want to go too deep into specs, but it's just, as you can see, it's a very high-end, well-designed guitar that really, what I mean by spot model is that the guys at ESP Japan just took free reign and made a couple guitars, because you don't generally, you have some production models, but stuff like this is not generally sort of ready to go. So we have this in our Australian warehouse. Will it go to a dealer? It's up to them. So, but it is available, ready to go. So, yeah, we love it. Pretty cool. Can you get that on camera too? There we go. Which way am I going? So vastly different.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. Should I go ahead and talk about USA? Now, as opposed to... Oh, let me just show that off first, actually. There's your ESP USA TE2. That's an amber cherry sunburst with a quilted top. Obviously got the hip shot bridge with Seymour Duncan pickups. And very lovely. But so this is a little different. With ESP Japan, you can essentially order whatever you want through their custom shop. There is really no boundaries with the guys in the Japan custom shop. The ESP USA line is built out of Hollywood in California. And a little different in regards to the way they do things. They have set specs. So it's like a select shop, really. On the ESP website, there's a configurator which you can really spec out your own model, send it to us or send it to a dealer sort of locally, and they'll be able to, we can do the quotes and all that sort of good stuff to get the idea out to you. But, they've got certain finishes, certain parts, certain body shapes, certain necks that they offer to you, and it's just a little bit of a different way they do things. This is obviously aesthetically a little different to what you see out of the ESP Japan custom shop, for example. Obviously, with a little more boutique-y, USA style type things, of course, obviously. So this is the TE2. I'm not going to play it. I just want to coolly show off, if I can, the sort of deep dish input as well, which is really cool. And then that's really it. It's quite a nice quilted top on it, which is really exciting to have. A lot of depth in there too, which is very cool. I think that's really it for me. Steve, you got something?
Yeah, we got a couple of things coming through just on Instagram from Riley. He asked the question, when will we see the new E2s incoming?
Is that Riley Middleton?
I believe it is, yes.
Hey,
Riley,
how are you, mate? New E2s. You want to answer that?
I'd say they're en route for July, August incoming. But yeah, definitely kind of speak to your E2 and ESP dealer.
We have them. We have them coming on the way. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're available. What I mean by that is we've got guitars coming into stores, but then people would have mainly back ordered those as well. So it's really best to check with your local guitar shop. We have guitars on the way, but if there's something in particular that you're after, hit up the shop and make sure we can get something for you. We can obviously get something for you after that first shipment that arrives, but a lot of the stores and the partners that we deal with will have stock ready for you to check out and have a bit of a play. So he said ESP, he said Eclipse, right?
Just E2 2021.
Well, E2, I know Riley's an EC Eclipse man, so hopefully there'll be some stuff out for you locally, which is cool.
Yep, July, August, watch this space.
Be a nice birthday present for me. You gonna buy me one, Steve?
It's already bought me.
Oh, it's already bought, okay.
We've actually got another... I feel like this question came up in the first drop also. We got Josh asking about any Alexi Laiho models coming in the next kind of 6 to 12 months.
Yes.
There we are. So you heard it
I didn't
here
even
first.
know. Look, honestly, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but a couple of things have been discontinued. They will introduce some new things. I think we saw a couple of things not too long ago. A couple of photos of a new model that he did have. But yeah, there'll be some cool different things out of some artists. as well. So yes.
Yeah, there's some really cool, even in the next 6 months, there's some really cool signatures coming in, so
Yeah.
watch
One
this
that
space.
I would really like if anyone knows me and knows who
If you know Tim Gauchi, you know there's something that might...
who the king is, yeah. There'll be something quite cool.
We'll stop there,
We'll stop
for legal reasons.
I'm sorry. Should we go through the slides again? Is it too early to talk about giveaways and things like that? Have I spoken about it too much?
Well, let's do it. And we did have one quick question,
Yeah.
just and maybe just a kind of quick reply, just going through where's LTD made, is ESP only made in Japan? I think you've kind of covered it,
Cool.
but maybe just kind of run through
No,
it
let's do
pretty quickly.
that. I don't have a lot of the different tiers here. I've got 2021, which is primarily 1000 series. But if I'm to give you a sort of a quick crash course, LTD is made in various factories. Let's say the 200 series, so one of the best sort of selling models is the EC-256. They're all built out of Japan, which come with ESP branded parts or LTD branded parts. So they're the Chinese-made factory, or Chinese-made guitars, I'm sorry. 400 series, which is Indonesian, or primarily Indonesian-made guitars. That's when third-party parts come in, so obviously you've got your different array of shapes, but then they come with Duncans, EMGs, and a bunch of different finishes as well that you wouldn't see in a 200 series. And then the 1000 series come out of Korea. So all these guys, stainless steel pickups, quilted tops, different finishes, fade finishes, poplar bill, wood selection as well, Fishman Fluence pickups. So that sort of opens up the amount of specs that you can get. And it's really more of a pro guitar. And then that's when you go into E2. E2s are all hand-built in Japan on a production line. So not like ESP or the ESP branded guitars, which are custom shop guitars. They're all built meticulously by hand. E2 is what I like to call custom shop spec or custom shop. The attention to detail remains the same. It's just done in a production line. So the amount of guitar that you get in an E2 is pretty outstanding. So I visited the factory and seen how they do it, and I'll tell you, I don't see a production or a Japanese production line like that in any other brand out there, which is very cool to see. I think I've covered everything.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Not to forget Signature series as well, which are LTDs, primarily like Korean made, so like 1000 series, and then the ESP versions as well.
Cool. Just another quick shout out. We've got Dave Maxwell, the one and only,
Mr.
jumping on
Maxwell,
board.
the beard that I can never grow. I hope you're doing well. Friends at Billy Hyde and Cosmic as well. We hope you're doing well, and we hope you've got a lot of guitars up there. I got to see you soon, by the way. I rudely rescheduled visiting you guys because I had to do this, but it's all good.
Got another question here from Jordan on Facebook. Any chance of a semi-hollow or a full hollow body from ESP in the near future?
From ESP, from ESP you can get whatever you want. It's all custom built, so they can make you a semi-hollow or a full hollow body guitar. It's just really speccing out whatever you like. In LTD, we've got the PS series, which is a PS1 and a PS1000, which are semi-hollow. I don't have one here, but it's a semi-hollow guitar, electric guitar with Duncan Fat Cat pickups in the 1000 series. So if you're looking for a bit of difference, that's definitely the one. It's like an offset sort of vibe. But it sounds great. It's really cool. I think some metal guys use it as well because you get that just different sound acoustically as well as plugged in. So there's something there for you.
And just a quick one again. Sorry, we've got Dylan Malia asking about any 40-inch scale basses that might be coming from Japan soon.
No, unless...
Absolutely. It's incoming.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan, you get whatever you want. Whatever Dylan wants, you get. So, not a worry. Is that it? I think we're good. I do want to mention again, we've got a giveaway with our friends at Noisegate, offering a 2021 LTD of your choice. So, anything you want out of the 2021 LTD lineup is going to you, providing you win, of course. So head to the Noisegate website, fill out the form, name out of a hat. If it's you, you get a guitar of your choice. That ends in a couple weeks, actually. I should mention that it's not too far away. I think it ends is it end of this month?
End of this month? Yep. So getting quick.
So yeah, getting quick. We've got, I'll be honest, we've got some pretty staggering amount of entries, which is great to see, but everyone wants that guitar, so, but good luck. Thank you. And then also we've got the merch pack to give away for those who have purchased an ESP guitar this year already. Via redemption, we'll give you a free t-shirt, a tuner from Korg, and some picks as well. And that'll get sent out to you in due time. So very happy with that. You could do that on the espguitars.com.au website, which is a newly launched website that we've just announced that'll highlight new models that just come in, also new events, new giveaways. We really, really hope to be out doing something like this more in store in the future, which we can show, you know, some cool pieces just like what we did here. So once that happens again, it'll be up on this website. So be sure to stick around on it, and we'll have more videos like this as well. So plenty to check out, which is really cool. And then last but not least, which is honestly, I probably should have done it a lot earlier at the start of the video, but I want to thank all of our partners and all of our supporters of ESP in Australia. As you can see up on the screen there, I've got a few of my lovely friends, or all my lovely friends there, supporting the brand, waving the flag, and making sure you get the guitar that you want. So if there is a guitar of interest, whether it's ESP, LTD, ESP USA, anything in this branch or in this family tree, you'll be able to check it out or inquire with them, which is pretty cool. So I think that's it for me. I don't really have much else to say. Otherwise, I just play Metallica riffs all day. And no one wants that. All these guys have heard it enough, and I think we're good. So thank you very much for watching. Will we do a third one? Steve, you going to do a third one?
Yeah, let's get a couple of bases involved and see.
Oh, he wants to get some bases involved.
There may be some.
Yeah.
There might be some Australian exclusive stuff coming. Maybe check the website just when that's coming in. But yeah, let's do a third one.
All right,
I
cool.
think it'd be good.
Well, in that case, we'll see you soon. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.